everybody. It's Grandpa Ken, your friend, and everybody's grandpa. Hey, I got a really cool book for us today. It's from a local author. It's really cool, and I'd read it on live, and it was well received. And it's about dinosaurs. Yeah, it's Lynn Prebble's, okay, and it's the journey of the dinosaurs, and it's Tales from the Tub. Yeah, it's a wonderful book, and more than even being a wonderful story, I'm going to show you how it was meant to be read, because it's one of the best books I've ever seen on explaining how to pronounce dinosaurs' names. So I thought you kiddos would like it, and the book is available on Amazon, of course. It's Tales from the Tub by Lynn Preble. Okay, here we go. Timothy, it's time for your bath, calls his mom from down the hall. Okay, Mom, I'll be there in a minute, Timothy replies. I just gotta grab a few toys first. Timothy races off to his room and grabs his favorite dinosaur toys. Don't we all when we take a bath? I'm ready, Mom, Timothy explains as he hurries into the bathroom with his dinosaur toys. All right, Timothy, his mom says, have a fantastical journey. Oh, I will, Timothy says. See, kiddos, they believe like the Wizard of Imagination. Your imagination is the fun part of reading and playing with your toys. You can make it anything you want. As Timothy settles into his bath, he notices a strange sight under the bubbles. Oh, what in the world? Timothy asks, trying to clear the bubbles away. As his hand brushes a clear path, a head pops up out of the water with Timothy's sponge in its mouth. Well, hello, said Timothy. Up out of the bubbles rises okay, and this is how it's so cool, a Patasaurus. It's Apatuchcawrus. It's a Patasaurus. An Apatosaurus, and he's eating Timothy's sponge. That's not a prehistoric fern, says Timothy. That's my bath sponge. A little startled, can we say it again? A Patasaurus, cranes his long neck and looks curiously at Timothy and disappears back into the bubbles. Ooh, Timothy had to really be happy he knew his dinosaurs. Brock! Wow, what was that? Asked Timothy. Flop, flop! Suddenly, out of the bubble rises okay, this one's a little tougher, kiddos, but that's why the book's so neat to have it. Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx. An Archaeopteryx. Got it? That's a little tougher. Even though it's only about the size of a pigeon, it sure is noisy. Shh, urges Timothy. If you're too noisy, the dogs will come in. The Archaeopteryx flies around the bathroom, sliding to a clumsy stop in the soap dish. The tiny raptor pecks at the soap lying in the dish. Ah! The tiny dinosaur glances at Timothy, squawks once more, and dives into the bubbles. I guess he figured out he can't eat the soap, chuckles Timothy. Huh? Isn't that a cool-looking dinosaur? We want to say one more time, Archaeopteryx. I think I'm saying it right. Lynn's probably going to really be mad at me. Just then, Timothy spots a strange sight out of the bubbles. Up pops an iguanodon. Iguanodon. That's a little bit easier, isn't it? Iguanodon. Wow, you're handsome. Do you think you could give me a ride? Timothy asked. With a friendly flip of his head, the iguanodon moves closer to Timothy. Timothy scrambles onto the back of his new friend. All right, let's go explore the world of dinosaurs. Well, here we go, kiddos. Everybody get ready. Grandpa Ken's going to try to get them all right. Let's see. It's tough, though. And don't you worry. Even if when you read it, you don't get it the first time, that isn't a problem. That's why we have books. You keep doing them until you get perfect, if it's important to be perfect. If not, just enjoy the book. Timothy is amazed by the wonderful sights as they travel through the land of dinosaurs. Along the way, Timothy jumps off his friend's back to look at an interesting rock. Why, that's not a rock, that's a tooth, explains Timothy. It looks like the tooth from a hadrosaurus. A hadrosaurus. They have teeth that can grow back. This must be one that was lost while eating plants. Off to Timothy's left, brushes start shaking. The brushes start shaking. Ooh. Timothy and the iguanodon stop in their tracks, unsure of what might come out of the brushes. Yeah. Ooh, would you be afraid there? Well, that's the great part about your imagination. You're never in danger. Ha ha ha. It's just only a triceratops. A triceratops. A triceratops. Got it? Laughs Timothy. Would you like to come with us on our journey? With that, the three friends set off together. They walk along the river and they spot 3 huge sauropods. Then they see a brachiosaurus, a diplodocus, a platysaurus. Whoa, that one's a tougher one. A platysaurus. Platysaurus. Got it. Then they see a stegosaurus rumbling through the trees. Wow, I can't believe I'm seeing all these dinosaurs, Timothy says excitedly. I wonder what we'll see next. What do you think we're going to see next, kiddos? See, that's the wonderful part about knowing how to make things appear in your mind's eye. You can have whatever you want. Well, Timothy and his friends don't have to wait long. Under their feet, the ground. Other dinosaurs are running in all directions. Uh-oh, says Timothy. That can only mean one thing. Let's go. Timothy jumps on the back of the iguanodon and the 3 race for cover. You guys know who was coming? Crashing through the trees is the biggest, fairest Tyrannosaurus Rex a 7-year-old boy has ever seen. And he's chasing an Ankylosaurus. Oh, I hope the Ankylosaurus gets away, says Timothy. Let's go this way so we stay away from the T-Rex. Good thinking, Timothy. Look at that dude. He's mean, isn't he? Certainly. Timothy and his dinosaur friends head into the trees. They soon reach the bottom of the hill and discover a Myosaurus nestling ground. That's cool. Look at those mommy Myosaurus are taking care of their babies. They must be why their names mean good mother lizard. They remind me of my mom, says Timothy. At that moment, Timothy hears a familiar sound. Timothy! You know what she's going to say, don't you? It's time to get out of the tub. Huh? Oh, hi, Mom. I'll be right out. Timothy hops out of the bathtub, dries himself off, and hangs up his towel, just as he should. He grabs his dinosaur toys and races to tell his mom the latest journey through the bathtub. Kiddos, do you ever have a journey through your bathtub when you're having a bath and you want to imagine? The next book, and I'll read, in fact, we're going to have a special where Army's doing me pirate things, and she's getting ready, that's Lynn, is getting ready to write a good pirate book. So come back and join us, and I hope everybody works it knowing all the dinosaurs' names because I'm going to read it again just because I want to make sure I'm right. Be safe, kiddos, and have a great day.